Are you guys ready for Michael? Louder for Michael! Remember to leave the microphone in the stand, but stay close enough so they can hear you.
Yep.
You got it?
My brother was a born salesman. He was born stubborn, but he was also born very empathetic. He could read people. So about 10 years ago, he called me up and he said, "Mike, I have a business proposition for you." He said, "I want to invest $10,000 and I want you to go to Nashville and I want to make a record of your songs and then we'll sell the album and I'll take 10%. And I said, "Brian, 10% of zero is zero." I said, "That's a bad investment. You need to go elsewhere." You see, I'm very proud. I don't like to take charity. I don't even like to take gifts from people who love me. That's a bad trait of mine. But my brother, he's fast. He says, "Okay, Mike, here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a CD for the family." See, I had written a song about my parents when they first met in Venezuela, and my sister had written a poem about their house in the hill country, and I had put it to music. So he had me over a barrel. So we went to Nashville, and one of his childhood friends was there and had a studio, and we went in, and he said it was worth the experience. The 10,000 was worth the experience. And we made a CD. Now, I was right. I have 100 CDs in a box at home right now. And I brought some because they'll be obsolete next year. But my brother is the most generous, the most kind individual I know. But he wasn't always kind. Once when we were children, it was a summer evening. I was probably in 4th grade and he was in 6th grade. And we were walking around our pool. One of his friends was with him. And our pool backed up to our house, and the living room window looked over the pool. And my parents had a prayer group going on. And so we had to kind of be quiet outside. We couldn't roughhouse. So we're walking around, and my brother says, "Hey, wouldn't it be a good idea to go skinny dipping now?" Of course, the answer is no. But after he talked to me, not only did I think the answer was yes, but I wanted to be the first one in. So I take off my clothes and I slip into the pool. And my brother picks up my clothes and he says, "We're going inside. We'll open up one of the front windows for you." And he goes inside. So I start crying because that's what I used to do. And 5 minutes later, I realize he's not coming back. And I also realize that the prayer group will be exiting the back door when they're finished. So I quietly get out of the swimming pool, and I open the gate, and I go to the front window, and I'm dripping wet. I am as God made me. And there's my brother and his friend looking at me. Now, this is, by the way, the same friend who 30 years later will record me in Nashville. So there's my brother and his friend looking at me through a locked window, laughing and making faces at me. Now, I told you that my brother was born a salesman, and I love this question of nature versus nurture. Are we made, and I was thinking about myself, are people who are on stage, are they made that way? Or are we programmed that way? Oftentimes people come up to me and they say, "You're so brave to get up there and tell a story." I'm not brave. I'm just not scared of you all. And the question is, was I born that way? Or do I just think to myself, well, it could be worse. I could be naked. Thank you.